In this video, let me show you how to do the calculations for the Moving Plots Lab. So browse to the folder in your drive for physics, right? Then go New, Google Sheets. And there it is. You could name it too, right? Wait for it to load totally before you start doing stuff where it gets squirrely, right? This could be Moving Plots Lab. There we go. All right, and then this is going to be time in seconds, right? This will be in position in centimeters. Position. All right, and then this will be velocity in centimeters per second. All right, and then your position data, you're just going to type it in right here. Okay, ba-doom-ba, right? So type that in, and then your time, we want to count by 60ths. Now, obviously, you could calculate what 1/60th is, 2/60ths, 3/60ths, type those in by hand, but that's no fun. There's a quick way to do it. So type 0 for the first one, type 1/60th for the second one, right? And 1/60th in decimal is 0.016666666. Type enough sixes that you'll overcome its ability to round, right? It'll just be like, oh, okay, there it is, right? It's like, whoa. Now select those two. Now, notice that the cursor is changing as I move it around. This cursor means select. If I click somewhere, it'll select. This cursor, the little hand, it's going to move those cells. I don't want to do that, okay? This would select. If you grab that little thing in the corner, see how I get a little plus? That is, if I grab that, that will actually start counting by 60ths. It'll generalize, okay? So let's do that. Let's go. There we go. We just counted by 60ths. That's fun. Okay. That looks ugly, so I'm going to just mess with it here. So I'm clicking the little 0 thing. I feel like that looks good, right? So that's at least some acknowledgement of what's going on there. Yeah, okay. And now velocity we have to calculate, okay? So start with the second one. There's going to be one fewer velocity than there are positions because we subtract subsequent positions to find velocity, okay? So click in this cell and type equals. That's your first thing, right? So equals, and then we're going to make a formula. So the formula is, in parentheses, this guy minus this guy. So notice I just click these cells to type in the cell reference, right parenthesis, right? So B3 minus B2. That's how far I went in the last 60th of a second. So my instantaneous velocity is that distance divided by a 60th. So divided by 1/60th, which is, by the way, exactly the same as multiplying B3 minus B2 by 60. I just like this better because it looks like I'm dividing, which I feel like that's what I should do, right? And then once you're done, hit enter, and it'll calculate the number for you. Now, I could just keep typing the formula over and over and over again. That's no fun, right? What if it could generalize that? So again, cursor, this is select. This is move. That is generalize. What if I could just generalize that? Let's try it. There we go. Isn't that fun? So notice that it has properly updated the cell addresses so that it's always the one to the left minus the one before divided by a 60th of a second. So this is now our instantaneous velocity, right? Okay. And that's the way it should be. This is what it should look like, right? Okay. One little final note here is notice that this number was 12.0. That's 42.0. Okay, when you type them in, it's going to go just 12. And maybe that next one is 42. Okay. It should have a decimal because you did measure it. It was a 0, right? So to show that it's a 0, what you're going to do is do this guy like that when you type them in. Okay. All right. That's all I have to say about that.